what can I say?
You know, you guys are biggest tease ever. I come here hoping I can get your attention. And when I do, my name isn't even mentioned. Okay, Dustin Lee Albert.
Hey, DLA. We see you, you son of a bitch.
We see you.
Oh, such a tease. You want to see a tease, you see my
Outlaw
ex-girlfriend.
said, I see you.
You want to see a tease, you see my ex-girlfriend, alright? That's why I ain't with her no more, because you were such a tease. Alright? You'll hit her up.
I don't know, but I heard. Outlaw just killed me.
Howdy, y'all. If you didn't like that intro, I don't know what to tell you. But, yeah, they're talking about me. I got on their live feed the other day. I annoyed the shit out of them. I made a comment that C-Hub looks like he could be a part of Duck Dynasty. And they started making fun of it and stuff, and then I just got pissed off because they didn't mention my name, because they're starting to mention everybody else's name. They didn't mention mine. I'm like, you little fuckers. So I got on there and I hopped on, and I wrote that damn post that you seen Fat Tar reading out, and I got everybody to talk a little bit of shit. But I'd like to add one thing. If Outlaw and In-Law are watching this video, fuck you, In-Law. You're fucked. That was a joke. No, don't fuck any of them. They're both cool people, I imagine. And Fat Tar and C-Hub are somebody that creates some really damn good music. If you don't like country rap, I don't know what to tell you. You know, I enjoy a little bit of hip-hop every now and then, gets my mood pumped up and stuff. And shit, you know, when you're listening to regular country and you're trying to get pumped up, it's kind of hard too, unless you're listening to some older Randy Houser or something. But I mean, Amarillo by Morning really ain't gonna pump me up all that much, if you catch what I'm saying. You know, George Strait, some Toby Keith songs, you know, some of the other artists, their music doesn't really pump me up. So some country rap pumps me up and gets me in a good mood and gets me going. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be dipping some Copenhagen Wintergreen. I picked up this can the other day because, you know, it's been a long time since I had wintergreen, and I really like the flavor that Copenhagen Wintergreen puts out. It's not really strong, but you can tell that the wintergreen's there. And, you know, I love me some wintergreen. I started out on Grizzly Wintergreen, if you guys are just getting in on my videos. And, you know, I liked Grizzly Wintergreen, but after I dipped like 2 rolls of it, 3 rolls of it in a row, it just killed me. And now every time I smell wintergreen, I want to puke. And, you know, that's not Grizzly's fault. Their shit's just really strong. And, you know, Copenhagen packs a mild wintergreen. Copenhagen packs a mild mint. And among other flavors of dips that, you know, compared to Grizzly, Copenhagen doesn't have as much of a buzz as Grizzly does, or as much flavor. But I think, you know, when you dip for so long, and you know, you get into some of those harsher flavors that are like really hard on your gums, it's always nice to take a break and sit back and enjoy some of the mild. And I mean, it's not like the flavors, you know, like a hint of flavor. The flavor's there, but it's like, let me put it to you this way. It's like having a little bit of salt on your food. It's good, but when you get too much salt on your food, it's still okay, but, you know, it's too salty. And I'm not saying that, you know, Grizzly's salty. I'm just saying that, you know, their fucking dip packs a punch even though it's cheaper. So anyway, I done cracked this sumbitch while you guys weren't looking, or if you were, congratulations. We gotta pack this, dip it. Woo! Good Lord, and fucking wintergreen. I think I just unpacked it by doing that. Like I said, I did wintergreen for so long that the flavor and the smell of it is just like, I mean, I'll put it to you this way. That's like if you had to eat something that you're not particularly a fan of every day for a while. You know, you get sick of it. And then once you get off of it and you get, you know, like let's say you ate Little Caesars pizza every day for a straight month. It's going to get old. And then you switch it around and you go and maybe get your McDonald's hamburger. Well, the next day you aren't going to feel like going straight back to Little Caesar's Pizza. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just the way I feel about it. But I'm going to try not to smell it. I'm going to try to put this in. I like the flavor of it and everything. It's just the smell that kills me. And that's the way it goes with food, too. Some food just smells nasty, but it's delicious. I'm a fan of food, if you couldn't tell. Fucking wintergreen. Oh, my Lord. Oh, good grief. The whole fucking front porch smells like wintergreen now. Oh, shit. Now I'm getting it everywhere. Well, at least I didn't dump it on you today. So I was going through life one the other day, and I ran onto the podcast thing, and I decided to get me some podcasts. Because, I don't always like listening to music when I'm in my tractor. Maybe I like to listen to people talk. It'll keep me awake and stuff. So I went on, and I'm like, I don't want just any regular podcast, because all these regular podcasts are long and fucking boring. So I typed in redneck on the search bar, and up popped this podcast. It's called Dippin' with Taters Redneck Radio. And I'll tell you what, those are some funny sons of bitches. Jay Tater Tate, I think is his name. And then Captain Nick. They do a podcast together called Dippin' with Taters Redneck Radio. And I downloaded that. I started listening to it today, and some of the shit they say on that damn thing is fucking hilarious. But they brought up in one of the videos today, about being country. And I'm like, you know what, I'll do a video on that. Because a lot of people have a misunderstanding of what it takes to be country. A lot of people think jacked up trucks, mud holes, shooting guns, and dipping and drinking beer makes you country. Well, those are country activities, but those aren't what makes you country. They're fun. And they can be fun to anyone. They can be fun to city slickers. Don't mean you're country. When you get down to the core of country, it's all about, what your morals are, how you was raised. Country people live by, God dang. Country people live by the Bible. Or, you could have some atheist country people, but they're rare to come by. It's kind of like a gay black Satanist. I've never met one. And that's how hard that's how hard atheist country people are to come by. But a lot of country folk live by the Bible. They believe in God, in Jesus Christ, and the Holy Ghost. And when you think of being a Christian, it's not all about dressing up in the fanciest clothes you have and going to Sunday church and listening to some old guy slowly babble on about John 3:16 or God knows what Bible verse it is going to be. And living by being Christian doesn't even mean you've read the Bible or that you go to church every Sunday or you do this or that. I don't go to church all the time, and I've never started and read the whole Bible. I've read verses here and there, and the verses they talk, or the things they talk about in the Bible make sense to me, and I believe it. I believe there's a God above, and I believe that God would want us to do right. Being Christian means you love thy neighbor You help anybody out when they're in need, you know, and that doesn't. Sometimes you're in need too, but you still have the ability to help other people. You're kind to everybody. You know, not all country people are kind. You got a lot of country people that are dicks, and that just ain't right. That puts a bad name on us. You help thy neighbor, and a lot of it is the way you've grown up, what you was raised, the morals you live by. You know, we all country people respect women. All country people are helpful and try to live their life the right way. A lot of country people are hard working, you know. And a lot of us have had our ass beat a few times in our childhood, growing up. Getting onto that topic real quick. I heard the other day on it was either on Facebook or something. It was some sort of statistic that some sort of news, it was like Fox News or something, put out, and it's like polls show that, you know, children are more likely to fucking go ape shit and shoot up places and stuff like that. They've been spanked as a child. No, that's not necessarily true. And it said, you know, children are more aggressive if they've been spanked as a child. No. That's not true either. You know? Me and all my buddies have had our ass beat a few times. And hell, when I look back on it, I deserved a few more ass beatings than I got. You know, I got away with a lot of shit. Should have had my ass beat more than I did. I should have had my ass beat every day just for not having my ass beat. But, no, having your ass beat, a leather belt, wooden spoon, a spatula, what have you, doesn't make you a violent person. It's just, you know, what's more effective? Your kid goes out and shoots a BB gun at a window, breaks the window. You put them on a timeout. No video games, no phone, no this. You can't go to your friend's house. Okay, that's not a big toll to play. But when there's a physical punishment, like a wooden spoon to the ass, or go out and break yourself a stick, and if it breaks, I'll send you out and get you another switch. You're not going to be doing that shit too much. And if you do it, you're not going to want to be caught. And usually you're too scared to be caught, so you don't do it after that. You know? Whenever I was a little kid, I remember I was up in Pennsylvania with one time with my aunt and my uncle. My uncle just went out and bought 2 motorcycles. A big Yamaha for himself and a smaller Yamaha for my aunt. Well, around this time, I was young and stupid. I think I was like 12. And I didn't know what these little whiteout things were. You know, it wasn't the old-fashioned whiteout where you unscrew the cat and it's a little paintbrush and you just run it over your paper. No, it's one of those ones where it's a little plastic and you push down on the paper and you scroll across it and it's like tape. It'll stick right over it. Yeah, I found out what that was. And I went into the garage and I did one of those little lines right across the seat. Yeah, that looks cool. That looks like racing stripes. And that's what I thought. And I didn't think he'd notice. Well, he came home and started raising hell. And I lied and I told him it wasn't me. Now, if I would have told him it was me, I would have got my ass whooped. But I lied. And my aunt works at this company in Pennsylvania called Bonnie Forge. Every year Bonnie Forge has this big thing at Del Grosso Amusement Park. It's a water park and an amusement park. And every year I go up to Pennsylvania, they do it right around the time in the summer that I was up there. And I was going to go. And my aunt said, look, I know you did it, so here's your punishment. They're either going to not take an ass whooping and not go, or you're going to take an ass whooping and then you'll go. Well, of course, I'm not going to sit at home and not take this ass whooping and just sit and watch TV the whole day when I could be going out and getting on these fun water slides and getting on the things and stuff with my cousins who I haven't seen in a while. But, you know, at the time they were, you know, the closest family I had, and I loved them and I loved to go out with them. Well, I took my ass whooping. But the circumstances were, it was going to be twice the paddling that I originally would have got because I lied and told her that I didn't. Well, that's just me and my grandma up there during the day whenever my aunt and my uncle's at work. There's no lying. My 83-year-old grandma wasn't going to go out in the garage and fucking white out the bike. It was me. And there was no getting around it. So I took my ass whooping and I went to Del Grosso. Lesson learned. Don't step foot in that motherfucking garage again, because you're going to get your ass beat if you screw anything up. And I didn't touch that whiteout again. Because I'm a little hellraiser and I like to fuck shit up. But I'll give it to you this way. My mama never whooped me because she didn't have the heart to. But my grandma on the other story, being 83 years old, would whoop the shit out of me. It wasn't that bad either. I remember whenever I was in elementary school, I did something, or more than a few times, you know, you get in trouble in elementary school, they send you home for the day. Every time I got sent home for the day, my grandma said, you know what to do. You'd have to pull your pants down, lay out across the bed, and you have a leather belt taken to your ass. Well, I have yet to shoot up a school, and I have yet to think about it. I have yet to have the thought of killing somebody across my mind. You know, now, it's crossed my mind a little bit, but that's, you know, for what I consider a reasonable thought. And here's what I have, getting off topic real quick. If someone ever touches my mama, lays a hand on my mama, talks bad to my mama, or my grandma, or anybody in my family that I care about, I'm going to take care of some shit. If I got to travel the whole way up to Pennsylvania or northern Florida or Arkansas because someone's been bad-mouthing my family or talking bad to them or laying a hand on them, you guarantee your ass I'll be showing up. I'll be knocking at your front door. I'm not somebody you want to play around with. And I've never had to get in too many fights, but the ones I did get in, I've won. And you know, I don't go around and I don't brag. You know, oh, I could whoop your ass, no problem. I can do this. I can do. No, I don't fucking do that. I keep to myself. I live my life. I love everybody around me. But when shit comes down to it, and it's time to throw some fists, I guarantee you, I'll either win or I'll shake your hand as I'm getting up from the ground. You know, just because you want to fight don't mean you were right. But any motherfucker whoop me, I have respect for you. Now, getting back on to about being country. It's not about what you drive, what you wear, you know, how you talk, you know, or where you live. It's about your morals, how you grew up, how you was raised, you know, the things that were instilled in you as a child that you live your life by, you know. And all around country people are real nice. They're willing to help anyone that is in need of help. And, you know, we live life reasonably. You know, we're not out doing stupid shit like running brand new trucks out into the mud and shit. Now that may be a country activity, but that doesn't make it country. You know, because any little fucking city so they can get their little 98 Honda Sentra down in the fucking mud and call themselves country. You know. But I know that growing up as a child, you know, I didn't exactly have everything handed to me, but in the same way I kind of did. I was given a pretty good childhood. I got a lot of the things I asked for, and the things I didn't ask for, or the things I did ask for and I didn't get, was understandable, you know? And when I look back on it, I could have lived life without a lot of the things that I did get that I asked for. Because when it comes down to it, you don't need much. And that's what I understand now, and I didn't understand then. I understand now that life's not about money. Life's about having friends, making memories, you know, doing right by yourself. Doing right by others, but still doing right by yourself. Aaron Tippin said this in one of his songs, and Aaron Tippin had a good song, and he said, you gotta stand for something, or you'll fall for anything. And that's a good thing to live your life by. You know, if that's just one of the best things to live by. And another thing to live by is you'll never know what you could be unless you try. You know, you got to remember to if you have a dream, you need to follow it. Whether that's being some high-end music producer, being an astronaut, or like my dream, being a small-town diesel mechanic. That's all I want to do. Well, with my predicament, I just can't go to school right now. But anyway, you know, you just got to live life simple and don't ask for much and be thankful for the things you get, because someday you're going to be in this situation that you're going to need someone there to help you out, and someone to fucking, you know, be there for you. It might not be financially, maybe it might be emotionally supporting to have someone there and tell you, you know, everything's going to be okay. You know, you can get through this. Or if you do need it financially, you know, someone to lend you $5 every now and then. It's not a bad thing. But just remember, don't always go around life expecting everybody to give you everything. You gotta have, you gotta give out a little bit to get a little bit in return. And like Tater said on one of his podcasts, you know, you can give as much out, you can put a whole lot out, and you'll still get back in return, but some of the things you get back in return you just might not want. But you still got to appreciate what you do get, because you're not always going to be getting in life. Sometimes you might not get any. You know, you got to take life for what it's worth, and be appreciative for everything that you already have. And anyway, that's all I have to say for this video. Now, this Copenhagen Wintergreen is not bad, you know, but like me, like I said, I dipped Grizzly Wintergreen so long, and it's so fucking strong, and the smell is so obnoxious that every time I smell wintergreen, I just want to puke. But once I got past the smell of this and I got it in, it's not so bad. You know, it's a mild wintergreen flavor. The nicotine is there, but I don't feel it. It's because I've been dipping for so long. And anyway, guys, I appreciate you stopping by and watching this video. I'm in the process of trying to partner with somebody, because it'll benefit me. It might help me get some views, and it might benefit them in the future. But if I don't partner with them, it's not going to be a big deal. And even if I don't, I'm going to give them a shout out. Beard and Bones. That's Beard, the letter N, and Bones. Check out their YouTube channel. Check out their Facebook page. The guy that runs it, his name's Captain Nick. He was a police officer, and he got into a few things, and he suffers PTSD. He's just a real nice, all-around real nice guy, and you need to check him out and give him a like. Go subscribe to him. Follow his podcasts. I'm not really sure what his podcasts are. I think it's like Pirate something. And Tater's a good guy. He doesn't have a Facebook page, I don't think. And if he does, I'm pretty sure that you can find it through the Beard and Bones Facebook page. But Tater was, I think, in the Air Force. I believe it's in the Air Force, and he's seen a lot of messed up things, and he suffers PTSD as well. So in some of their podcasts, and possibly in some of their YouTube videos, which I haven't checked out yet, they talk a little bit about post-traumatic stress disorder and about how they're coping with it and things. And if you know somebody with post-traumatic stress disorder, and you know that they're going through it pretty bad, you know, you can always be there for them. You'll never understand it, because it's one of those things where you have to live through it, or live through the things that they've been through, to see it how they see it, and to understand what they feel, you know. And once you go through something like that, you're never able to live life the way you used to live it. You're always on edge, and you're always having bad nightmares and things. So both of them suffer PTSD. And for everybody who does suffer through post-traumatic stress disorder, I apologize for what you've been through. It's a shame that you have to go through that. But I appreciate what you've done in serving this country, or serving your county by being a police officer. It's always a wonderful thing to have these police officers out here. And it's always a great thing to have these soldiers out here fighting for, you know, our freedom. And it means a lot to me, because, you know, without you guys, we'd have war breaking out on our own soil and lose many American lives, which we already do every year. We lose thousands of soldiers. And it's not even funny that so many good-hearted men and women are just being put out there into this. But I appreciate every single one of you who shed blood for this country. You have no idea how much it means to me and millions, billions of other Americans here in the U.S. Thank you for your service. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I'm going to go in here and edit it up and throw it on YouTube for you guys. I hope you liked it. Comment on it. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you'd like to talk about next, because I'm running out of topics every now and then. And I'd appreciate it, guys. I'll talk to you later.